Hello, you're welcome. So, we're still talking about tips for conflict resolution in marriages. We said earlier that conflicts are part of life. While conflicts are part of life, resolutions are also inevitable. They're also part of life. All right, so we have been talking about some tips about conflict resolution in marriage. And in this particular edition, I'll be talking about another tip, which is communication. Now, communication has been said to be the life wire of every relationship. You can't have an effective relationship without an effective communication. So when there are conflicts, of course, communication is one of the tips we must engage in. It's interesting that some couples you hear them say, "I'm not in talking terms with my spouse." So if you're not in talking terms, how do you resolve the conflict? So communication is very, very important, and communication must be done openly and clearly without any form of ambiguity. You know, one thing is important: we don't assume. Assumption is the mother of frustration in any relationship. So it's important for you to have that conversation, talk about that issue, talk about that matter, that particular thing that is bothering you, talk about it. And why do we say we shouldn't assume? Assumption is very, very dangerous. Why? Because it depends on how you are saying things. You don't want to assume that your spouse understand what you're talking about, or he should know that this is the way I'm feeling, or she should know that this is the way I'm feeling. When you don't speak out, your spouse may not know. Yeah, it is true that we communicate through other means. There are verbal communications, there are non-verbal communication, but at the same time, it's important for us to assume. Not to assume. For example, I mean, the 6 and 9 may look alike depending on where and the angle from which you are looking. If you are looking from this side, it may look like 9, while your spouse that is looking from the other side may see it as 6. 18 and 81 can they can be mistaken. If I'm looking at 18 from my side, it could be 1 and 8. That is 18. 18. Now, if my spouse is looking at the same thing from the other side, your spouse may be seeing 81, and you are insisting that, oh, this is 18. Your spouse will say this is 81. For example, Roman figures, somebody may be seen as, may be saying 9 as 11. And when you look at it, so that's when communication is not clear, when it is not when you don't understand each other, the two parties are actually right. It depends on how you are looking at it. So that is why it is important to communicate well, communicate effectively, communicate openly, and communicate clearly. All right. So till the next time I come your way, I'll be talking about another tip. Remain blessed. Shalom.